watching the NFAC. And bro, I told you, bro, dude be mentioning Yahweh, bro, all the time. Like he said, that's what he said he asked Yahweh what he want him to do, and that's why he started the NFAC. Straight up. And you seen how deep they was at Stone Mountain, right? Bro, the next time, bro, like, cause a lot of people didn't show up, cause they were like, a lot of people kind of scared, I guess. But them same folks who joined but didn't come, like, they like the next time we coming. So they coming, and there's more people who joining like right now who gonna be there the next time something come down. And he talking about an exodus, bro. Like he said, rather America, cause he said it's a 12-step thing that we doing. Rather America gonna give us some land of our own, like in America, like give us a part of land, cut us out a piece of land, or allow us to leave. And he said, rather you let my people go, or you let my people something. You know what I'm saying? Like rather we stay, give us a piece of land here, or goddamn let us leave. And he didn't talk to leaders in other countries like South America, Africa, the UK. So like if shit really hit the fan, bro, it's gonna be a race war like worldwide. Like this nigga talking to everybody, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that shit really manifesting. Like that Exodus stuff, that junk really manifesting, bro. Right before our eyes, bro. No cap. And like when I seen them do that march, like that shit brought something out of me. Like, he had said something about fear, and like ever since that shit, bro, like I don't fear that shit no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fear that shit. Nigga, we warriors, bro. Like, we shouldn't even be like that. Like, we should be goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So once we get back intact and we come together, it's gonna be a wrap, bro. No cap. Crazy, bro. Yes, bro. And I'm telling you, he talking about planning the Exodus, bro. No lie. And he got them in. He got law enforcement, that people that he know. Like I told you, he ran for president, so the nigga know motherfuckers, bro. He got down connected. He was like, man, whoever trying to pay their mortgage and stuff like that, like, bro, you not even gonna be here that long like that. Like, we ain't even gonna be here that long. We about to get the hell on. I'm like, bet. That's all I talk about. Yes, sir. I'm telling y'all, bro. As soon as that time come, bro, I'm gone. And I'm gonna tell motherfuckers to come on. If they don't want to do it, then I'm gone. I'm sorry. That's their choice. That's their choice, bro. You decide you don't want to. You don't want to. I'm not gonna force somebody. Hell nah. Damn. Yup. Yup. Right before your eyes, bro. And that's the biggest black militia like we done ever had. The biggest. Yep. What you mean?
Shit, if they done already, well, if they about to get well, what I mean.
Hell yeah. Some people ain't though, bro. Some people ain't trying to hear that shit. Like my homeboy Rick, like I try to put him on the dude, and he ain't trying to hear that shit. Like he was just real negative. He was real negative about it. He probably gonna be one of the ones who gonna stay. Yeah. Alright, bet. Alright, bet.
Your contention that athletes, specifically basketball players, leverage their marketability to get more bargaining power with ownership? Pretty much.
Yahweh is one. I don't want to hear this shit.
Coach said you were being held out for a violation of team rules. Critical.
Hey, it's your boy Jesus Mike from the Kid Hero. We're back here with our homie K. How's it going, man? Good. Let's play chip.
You were 3 months from graduating, Tate.
I'm gonna go home and get my mom.
Everything out there are restored. Hallelujah. It's the truth. In other words, your leader, your politicians, your evangelists, your preachers, your so-called reverends and bishops, and all these fancy titles that they give themselves. They misled you. They were celebrating the 4th of July just as hard as you were, barbecuing. How are we going to celebrate another man's independence? Not ours, because we're not independent. Yes, you can go to the store. That don't give you independence. Independence basically comes from being able to go where you want to go and do what you want to do in your own lane, ruled by your own people, in your own nation, with the help of your true Elohim. That's the only way we as black people will ever have true independence, just like Yahweh had to let Pharaoh know years ago. Let me show you what he told the Pharaoh through Moses, the Creator, to show you true independence. And speaking of this boycott that our people participated in today, brothers and sisters, you already got a built-in boycott on the Sabbath day. Go to Exodus. Let's turn to the book of Exodus, the 4th chapter, and let's see what Yahweh told Moses to tell Pharaoh. Because you're not going to have true independence. And when I read the meaning of this boycott of today called Blackout Day, when I read the meaning, it says that it was given by by the Black Lives Matter movement to give attention to racial injustice and police brutality. Brothers and sisters, Yahweh has the remedy and the medicine for everything that we're going through today. Yahweh gives the reason why we go through what we go through, even unto this day, ever since we've been in this country. From was brought on the ships all the way to this day. Yahweh gave us his word of what, why, when, and who. It's been here. All of our answers to our questions and our needs has always been in this book. In Exodus 4, Yahweh told Moses to tell Pharaoh something. This is true independence. It says in the 22nd verse, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus said Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. Hallelujah. And he did. He slew the firstborn of Pharaoh, from the throne of Pharaoh to the man in the dungeon. Every cattle, every beast, every animal, every firstborn was killed in Egypt by the Creator, the Elohim of Israel, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Elohim of the black man. For he is our Elohim, personally. And the Almighty, you notice he didn't tell Moses, look, go down, thus said Yahweh, ask for equal rights, beg for equality. Thus said Yahweh, please change your civil rights policy. None of those things was proposed or spoken out of the mouth of Yahweh. Yahweh simply told Moses to tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my son go, that he may serve me. And he didn't, because Yahweh was in full control. He hardened Pharaoh's heart so he wouldn't let the people go, because that's the way to create him. And guess what? The same Elohim who wouldn't let us go is the same one who chose Trump and all the other presidents we've ever had who truly ain't done jack nothing for us. Because guess what? We're going to serve them 400 years. See, we're going to serve them 400 years of affliction and servitude. And until we wake up, Jacob, till we realize, open our eyes, you're always lost. Don't you know who's allowing all the evil? Don't you know who saw all the rape, castration, who sees the discrimination, exploitation, and subjugation to our nation? Don't you know him? Have you ever heard of him? Have you ever heard of his ways? Have you acknowledged him in all your ways? And if you haven't, you would not know what I'm talking about. children that truly dependent, that means Yah was, he told Pharaoh by Moses, let my people go. Y'all could have bust Moses, Pharaoh in the head anytime he wanted to. But he purposely didn't let, and put in Pharaoh's heart not to let the people go, because Yahweh said, I'm going to get my honor on Pharaoh's head. And he's going to get his honor on all his presidents' heads. Even though he's whooping us good, even though he's punishing us, because he said he would. He said he would. And I want you to see this, so you'll know we're being punished. And we're not being punished because we was righteous and good and innocent, but we're being punished because we sinned against Yahweh. In Amos chapter 3, this is what the Almighty said. In Amos 3, he said in the first verse, hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all of your iniquities. Hallelujah. So he's whooping us. He's punishing us for our sin. Despite being taught all our life that somebody died for that. That was a lie. We died for our own sin, according to the word of Yahweh. You know how people wasted their time today. When you didn't buy what you needed, we wasted our time. Don't you know? If we don't acknowledge Yahweh in all our ways, Yahweh, the Creator, you call him G-O-D, he's not going to be with you. I guarantee you, despite today, what's going to happen tonight? Tomorrow, what we're going to hear? More murders, more death, and destruction. Because we're not acknowledging Yahweh. And we're trusting in leaders that cause our people to err, which means make mistakes. And they that are led of them, you, when you're following them and their instructions and not Yahweh's instructions, he said, are destroyed. Are destroyed. What do y'all say about us being destroyed? Let me show you. Go to Hosea. Go to the 4th chapter, the 6th verse. I know you heard this. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing, here's the key. Now this is what I'm trying to tell you. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim, I will also forget thy children. I can't stress. This is the Creator talking here. He said, I will, because the only one who kills and make alive is Yah. I will also forget your children. He meant that. You want to know why our children are shooting one another up in Chicago and every major city in this country? You want to know, even though we dying of a plague, a virus, more than anybody else, isn't it time for us to just stop for a minute? Stop doing the same thing over and over. Just think, You had a chance 3 days ago to do a righteous boycott. See this Saturday. That's the Sabbath of Yahweh. I read the law. I read what the Almighty commanded us in Exodus 31. Let me further show you so you can know and understand how serious the prayer is. Let me show you. Go back to Exodus 31 before I go to another chapter. And let's see what the Creator said. Did he not say in the 14th verse of Exodus 31, you shall keep the Sabbath therefore? Not the 4th of July. That was the Sabbath of Yahweh. He said, for it is holy unto you. Not today. Holy day is what is called a holy convocation, and we were to do no work, no business whatsoever. I'm going to prove my point about, I'm going to start with the Sabbath, but there are so many righteous boycotts. If we kept the commandments as black people, which we were given the commandments, the 10 Commandments is our national anthem. It is what Yahweh, when he brought us out of Egypt, he tells you in the very first verses of Exodus 20. He said, I am Yahweh, thy Elohim, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage or slavery. He said, thou shalt have no other Elohims before me. And that is the worst sin the black man or woman commits. That's the worst sin anybody could commit. It's called idolatry. When you put somebody over Yahweh, singing songs, praising him, like people do, J. Yeshua, Christ, Yeshua, like the preachers that preach about him, who claim they could lay hands on the sick and the sick recover, and they saying over 30 states the death toll and the plague toll and the virus is rising. Where are these preachers at? Where, not just the preachers, where are you believers in Christ that have been baptized and been saved according to Mark, the 16th chapter? You should be able to perform them signs as well. Garbage, lies, and deceit. And Yahweh shining a big light on that lie. Big light. Nobody don't even talk about that chapter. I ain't seen a preacher, T.D. Fakes, Creflo Holler, Benny Finn, any name of the most well-known ministers around. Some man up in Tennessee named Dower. I don't see them laying hands on people with coronavirus. I don't see none of these lying preachers, pastors, so-called reverends, who claim that they truly believe in Christ and they are ministers of Christ. All right, you can't do it. Because the book is a thing. Yahweh don't speak to the New Testament. So, in other words, the New Testament truly is not a book of true righteous acknowledgement of Yahweh. See, Yah said in all thy ways acknowledge him. And if you want the acknowledgement of Yahweh and his word, his laws, and his instructions, you got to go from Genesis to Malachi. When you go to the book that the slave master gave us, and you remember them little green Bibles and the blue Bibles back in the red Bibles back in the day, the little New Testament with Psalms and Proverbs in it. Remember that? That was not designed to take you away from the word of God. And we didn't even understand
My morning minute.
Proverbs is part of Holy Scripture. Songs of Proverbs, if we had wisdom, we would have known they didn't belong in the book. In this New Testament, in that very New Testament that they gave to people. What did Yah say?
But something happened.
Exodus 31 verse 14. He said, you shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. In other words, we wouldn't even have to work. We don't work on the seventh day, in other words, for nobody. The only thing we do is praise Yah for the Sabbath day. If every black man were to return back to this everlasting covenant that you was given, it's an everlasting agreement. Didn't he say in the 16th verse, wherefore the children of Israel, that's you, all black descendants of slaves, the children of Israel that was scattered to America, Africa, Asia, you name it, all over the four corners of the earth, we've been scattered. These are our laws. These are our commandments. And if we don't live by them, y'all let us know we would die by it. And we're dying. We're dying, make no mistake, we're dying by not keeping these commandments. When y'all said, whosoever doeth any work on the Sabbath day, you shall surely be put to death. You think he would lie? Let me show you something about y'all. In case you think he was lying, go to Numbers, the 23rd chapter, the 19th verse. This is what it says. Elohim, and your Bible says G-O-D, is not a man that he should lie, nor neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Has he said, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Y'all making his word good. We're dying for not keeping the Sabbath holy. We're dying for not honoring our mother and father, who was to honor Yahweh by keeping his laws, his statutes, and commandments. We're dying. He told us. You know, some of our people are wondering, well, why are we going through all this? What could it be? What's the problem? I don't understand. Nobody else get treated this way. Why is it just us? Well, I'm going to tell you something, brothers and sisters. Did you know that Yahweh actually addressed that statement in the book? I'm going to show you. Go to Jeremiah. And the reason why I'm flipping from here to there is because of Isaiah 28, chapter 9, verse 3. It said, whom shall he teach knowledge? Whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. The precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. That's how. That's the way. That's the only way. So, in the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter, I find it amazing that Yah said one day we would ask. In the 10th verse, it says, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, as I'm doing right now, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore translates into the Hebrew, why? That's the word, why. Because our people don't ask why. In other words, why has Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us? What is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yahweh our Elohim. In other words, if Yahweh, you call him G-O-D, he see everything, he know everything, he made everything and everybody, certainly he can see what's going on. Why do all these evils just happen to us? Why? Have you ever asked yourself? That's one thing I've never heard black leaders talk about. I've heard them mention it before. I heard them say, I just don't know why they hate us. I just don't know why they can't change the laws of the criminal justice system. I just don't know why we got to make amendments to the Constitution. I don't know why. But I'm telling you, this is what Yahweh is saying. Look up the word wherefore in Hebrew. It's going to say why. Why has Yahweh pronounced all this evil against us? Why did Yahweh allow the rapes and the hangings and the castrations and the burnings? And believe you me, the people that committed these things, you can rest assured, even though they dead, they got to face the judgment of Yahweh. No one gets away with murder. But guess what? Yahweh saw all that, and he will repay. But guess what? You should want to know that. And here's the answer. Why has he done this? What is our sin? What could we have done? Here it is, 11th verse. He told me to tell you. Then shall thou say unto them. Now, brother, help me now. This is exactly what I'm going to tell you. Because your fathers, that's what he told me to tell you. You've seen it for yourself. Jeremiah 16 verse 11. Because your ancestors, your forefathers, have forsaken me, said Yahweh, and have walked after other gods. And you know you have. Because I was one of them at one time until I found the truth. I was walking in Christ and thinking that thinking he died for my sins. And I was a superintendent in church in Mississippi. I've been there. I know. I already understand where you at. I've been there. I've done that. He said, and have served them, meaning these false gods, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, here it is, and have not kept my law. The law is the commandment. The very thing that churches teach is done away. The very thing they say you don't have to do. He said, and you have done worse than your fathers. For behold, you walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto him. Therefore will I cast you out of this land. See, this is why we in America, Jamaica, or Japan, China, the countries in Africa, this is why we were scattered. Because we got a land like everybody else. We got a country like everybody else. We had a social, economical, and sure enough spiritual way of life, just like everybody else, except it was superior. The land, law, the Elohim. For he's the true and living Elohim. All the others are false and made up. We had it made in the shade. We had the best of everything. But our fathers, and obviously it look like most of our people are dead. They don't want that. They want to try to heal Babylon. And y'all said it won't be healed. You can't heal all these murders, all the lying, all the thievery, all the cheating, all the not paying us, our ancestors for well over 300 years not $1 when they was out in the cotton fields, sweating, picking cotton, wiping the doo-doo off the slave masters, baby, when they couldn't even see about their own children. Do you think y'all just swept that under the rug? When Christ came along, all that was just disappeared. It is called vengeance of Yahweh. And Yah said, he said, we've done worse than our fathers, for behold, you walk everyone after the imagination of your own evil heart, and that they may not hearken unto me. And your leaders are not helping at all. The same tradition. We get mad, we see the police murder. We murdering ourselves too. We see this violence. We see all this stuff. And then you even tell me all the atrocities and the murders and the deaths. We go back to celebrating the 4th of July? Something wrong with us. I can't tell you how my eardrums are just recovered from all the firecrackers.
Yeah.
In my neighborhood. With my people. I can't tell you. I mean, you would think it was the hours.
Oh, damn. How much you got left?
And what makes it bad about it? The 4th of July fell on.
You got the Ethernet cord in? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That shit probably move faster than an hour.
That we, in the House of Israel in Atlanta, we know better. We don't work on that day. We don't buy or sell and show you the statutes and judgments and laws and commandments.
I like this bill.
Sabbath and other commandments, so that you would know Yahweh.
Bruh, I like this bill. No cap.
Built into this commandment, to where nobody could make a profit off of you on a day he ordained.
Yeah.
Because you would be honoring your elders.
Hell yes.
You woke us up, you know, the creator.
I like this bill.
G-O-D.
I put my little 39,000 VC on this dude too.
We don't even take one day out of a week.
What you mean?
Even worship him.
Oh, you see me do it?
You mean tell me
I put it on Duncan in my mid range.
To worship a God that the slave master beat into us?
Oh my! I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
Out of this land into a land that you know not.
Oh my God.
Neither ye nor your fathers. In other words, our ancestors didn't know nothing about.
Oh my God.
Matter of fact, remember in the history classes, what did they call this place? They call it the New World. But it really wasn't new. It was just other people was over here, and then they came over here and took the land.
That boy Taco got his
put
take over.
smallpox in the blanket and killed the Indians, chopped their heads off, and gave Thanksgiving to their gods. And you still celebrate it with them. You know, there's a big controversy right now where they're trying to change the names of some of the NFL logos, like Redskin. That is mockery to Indians. And the Braves, I mean, when you think about it, thank you, brother. When you think about how we, whatever the heathen do, whatever the slave master do, we, if we celebrate 4th of July, here we go, like, let me go get my barbecue, my grill, my firecracker. We celebrate a pagan holiday called Christmas, which Yahweh speaks of an old pagan tradition in Jeremiah 10th chapter. It pinpoints Christmas to the T-bone state.
To the T-bone state.
And here we go. I'm talking about an old, woe-out pagan lie. Because you know it's a lie. Because you know there ain't even no such thing as no Santa Claus. You the Santa Claus. You buy the gift. And they ain't gonna lie to your children. Plain Santa guy to fuck.
Look, I played at Churchland Stadium.
All that paganism that was spoken of. Heathens did it years ago before white folks.
Oh, you went in the stream?
They were doing this pagan holiday according to Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. Black nation. It's an old pagan holiday.
Oh yeah, it was a little after that.
Y'all see. He was cast outside of our land. And he said to a man that you know. And he said, and there you shall serve other gods.
If you see me get my takeover, then that's it for real.
Like I was. I was in the church too. I was frying firecrackers too. I didn't know nothing about the Sabbath day neither. I'm not putting you down. I'm trying to lift you up. I want to help wake you up like somebody woke me up to the truth. Because I love you. You want to know who loves you even more? Trying.
You need to go buy that T-Mac jersey. Before you need to hurry and buy that T-Mac jersey.
Trying to get our
You seen that shit?
I want to prove it. I want to prove that y'all is killing us. But he trying to get our attention.
Can you hear the class through the stream?
Okay? See, listen. You notice what he said at the latter part of this 13th verse. And I'm going to show you what I just said I was going to do. He said, and there you shall serve other gods. That means not the true God, the true Elohim, the one who created heaven and earth, the sea, the sun, moon, and stars. Everything he did is everlasting. The rainbow, when it come out, when it's a great rain. That's his boat, letting you know he's a living. That means he presently he's sending his rainbow. He made that promise in Genesis to Noah. But he gave that covenant to the world. That's why when you see a rainbow and people say, oh, isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful? Look at the color. A lot of people don't even know what it represents. That is an everlasting agreement of the true and living Elohim that letting you know I'm a living Elohim. I'll put that rainbow out there, said Yahweh. He puts it out to let you know. I remember my agreement, what I told Noah. I would never destroy the earth again with water. That's what the rainbow represents, an everlasting covenant. And he says, I will remember my covenant when I
Yep.
on that boat. Just like he told us to remember his commandments when we look upon these fringes that we wear on the four quarters of our clothes with a ribbon of blue.
How tall you gonna make them?
Blue. Sometimes we don't. Our people don't want to see blue because blue is the uniform color of police. There's them lights.
What's his regular height?
But let me tell you something.
Yeah, if I was you,
Trying
I'd make if he's 6'8", 6'9", I'd make him like 6'7". Cause it seems like, you know, you might well make him like an inch shorter to get them benefits.
all the
Like you see my Kobe, he's 6'5", but he's still Kobe though. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
to stop lying and start being serious. You really want to help our people. Why don't you look to the one who made our people, the maker, who made everybody, Yahweh.
yeah, at least taller than 6'5". You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta be, you know what I'm saying? At least 6'6", 6'7", either one.
Other gods, day and night, where I will not show you favor. Let me show
Yeah, I
you
feel you.
again. This is what y'all said. I'm not going to show you no favor. Go to Isaiah, because I promise
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
He's trying to get our attention. He's trying. Because he loves us. Oh, he got mine. And he done got a lot of, I won't say a lot, but he done got plenty of our brothers and sisters now attention to let us know beside him there's none else. And all this is in his love for us. Yahweh don't want to kill us. Yahweh want to love us so our days would increase even forever. Oh,
What you talking about?
Isaiah 1. Isaiah the first chapter. Look what Yah said. He said in the second verse, "Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me." You know, who would rebel against Yahweh? Who would have the nerve to rebel against his maker? Us black people. We're rebelling. How is it that we say we sing songs, our people in church. Oh, I love you. Oh, G-O-D. Oh, how I love you. Oh, L-O-R-D. Oh, I mean, just think about it. How many of the famous singers sing how much they love Yahweh? Excuse me, I take that back. How much they love the L-O-R-D, G-O-D. But most of the most famous singers of our people have never sung one song to their Elohim.
Tired? Nah, what you mean?
Never sung a note.
Nah. Why would you about to do it?
That's the sad part about it.
Alright.
M-O-R-D is not Yahweh. G-O-D is not.
I feel you, bro. Hey, and see if I can get that number 8.
It's Yahweh. Or Yah.
Oh, if I ain't done by then. Hold on, should I back out now? Is this John saved? I'm at the NBA Combine menu, like the main menu.
Had either E-L or Y-A-H in the prefix, the suffix of our first name. And all of our last name is this.
I think I got the comments off.
Called by my name. That's why they changed our name on the plantation. Read Psalms 83. Read Psalms 83. You'll see nations that still exist got together to cut our name off. But mind you, please read Deuteronomy 32 more importantly, because you're going to see in the 26th verse who made sure we wouldn't be remembered. That was Yahweh.
Go back down.
See, think about it. You can
Go to options.
He said,
Alright, hold on.
acknowledge him. So if you don't acknowledge him,
So this junk ain't go. It's saved, right?
ignoring him, we're not calling
My
him.
shit saved, right?
We're not keeping his commandments. In other words, we as a nation, our people are treating Yahweh as if he's invisible. So when we get treated bad, ain't that the way you feel, like we invisible? In other words, it's called payback. He's paying us back. Since we don't want to acknowledge him, he makes
Alright, go to my slasher.
Do that make sense?
Yeah.
He said, second verse, Isaiah chapter 1, "Hear, O heaven, and give ear, O earth. Yahweh has spoken. I have nourished,
Go to start my career again, a different one.
and they have rebelled. The ox knoweth his own, and the ass
Go to launch my builder or go to start my career.
does not know. My people does not consider. Is that what he said? He said we don't even consider. We're not even considering. He said the ox knows his own. The jackass knows his master's crib, where his master sleeps. But he said, Israel, you think Christ is your your master. That's who you been. Listen to this. He said, all sinful nation. He's talking to us. A people laden with iniquity. A seed of evildoers. Children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. And we have, as a nation, sure we have. How many of these lying preachers do you see telling you to keep the laws of Yahweh and the commandments? Now I can go to Matthew's, the 5th chapter in the New Testament, and show you where supposedly Christ said, not one jot nor one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. If anyone teach anyone to break any of these least commandments, and you break them, he said he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. It's right there. Then it says, but those that keep the commandments, like me, and teach them, I do. He said they shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Read Matthew's the 5th chapter.
Oh yeah, the Pelicans I can rock it.
You all don't believe in Christ. You know what makes it so sad about it, even though your enemies made up somebody who they said died for your sins.
Who got what number? What number you trying to get? Number 1?
You died for your own sins. But
Oh yeah, Zion. I don't think they're gonna let Zion get it up.
You're not even faithful to your false God.
Well, I'm about to say, what about Orlando?
He said we don't even keep wickedness faithful.
Or Houston.
Of idolatry. In other words, we're not even faithful to a false God.
Yeah, let me see.
Let's know the truth.
I don't know. They got that song retired for the
We
Hardaway or for I don't know.
Next year, hey.
They may have it or Houston may have that shit.
You know what?
Cause if I had the chance to go to LA, I damn sure would.
The bottom line is, you're still worshiping a false God. Y'all never said thou should be a Christian.
Yeah, they got the that's that New Orlando with that boy out there too.
Keep my commandments.
The Hawks, the Heat, Charlotte.
A sinful nation.
Damn, I can't go to LA.
Sin is the transgression of the law. A people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away back.
I gotta play with that boy, man. That boy Zion.
Because you remember I brought you here to show you that he's trying to get our attention. All these things that he put on us is like what a parent
I already got New Orleans Pelicans
when they're trying
clothing
to get
and
their
everything.
children corrected. They whoop them good. They whoop them, they stop them. They say, look here, you ain't
shit,
going
just
nowhere.
go buy that
Put
shit.
the car down. You can't drive it.
Go buy that jersey. Go buy that. All you gotta do is buy that T-Man jersey.
But guess what, y'all?
Shit, eventually that's something to work on though, bro. Bro, you know how much I wish they had a Kobe jersey on here? And that would be something, give me something to do. I would definitely work my ass off to go get that jersey.
Because maybe he wanted you to
I'm just saying in general, like.
Yes, bro. I would work my ass off to go get that jersey.
y'all allow discrimination. Because maybe he's trying to get our attention to acknowledge him and start worshiping him, keeping his commandments. As he said, if we did, he said, I'll give you favor. But you notice the thing he said in Jeremiah 16, he said, well, I'll show you no favor. He said, in the middle of the 4th verse, they have forsaken Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are gone away. He said, why should you be stricken anymore? In other words, why should I punish you? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. From the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. That's what this is, Yahweh. But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. And then he went down the line with this. Listen, your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence. And that's what's going on right now with our brothers who decided to go back to Demona. Foreigners are devouring our country in your face. And there's nothing you could do about it, because we didn't have no business going back there anyway. Y'all told us to accept the punishment. Y'all said, I'm going to get you right there in Babylon. Stay put. Be strong.
Cool, man. Priorities.
I'm going to come and get you.
Catch you later.
Just read Micah. Book of Micah, the 5th chapter. You see.
Yeah. Now bring that light work space. Let's do it.
He said, there will I save
I am
you
gonna break you down.
from the hands of your enemies. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not leaving my people. I'm going to be right here waiting on Yahweh. I'm going to be faithful as I can be to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, so he can and will come and get us. He said, and the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Except Yahweh of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we should have been in Sodom and should have been like unto Gomorrah. That's why he said, hear the word of Yahweh, you rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of our Elohim, you people of Gomorrah. In other words, he just put us to where we just like Sodom and Gomorrah. One of the commandments the Creator certainly wants you to boycott is called homosexuality and lesbianism. He sure enough wants you to boycott that, because it's an abomination to him. Let's understand. Let's understand the commandments of Yahweh. Let's learn to see what he's trying to tell us right now. I want to show you something that he told us. Amos 4. Let's go there. I'll show you one time. Trying to get our attention.
Damn.
Tell me what you think of this. Because this is why he did it. He said in the 6th verse,
Good block.
and I have also have given you cleanness of teeth in your cities, and want of bread in all your places.
Pull that nigga. That stroke. Ah, that stroke.
Return unto me, said Yahweh. In other words, when our people don't get enough food, I want you to consider this is Yahweh. He said, yet you have not returned unto me. So in other words, what is he trying to tell us? He said, I caused this so you can return unto me. And also, I have withholden the rain from you, when there were yet 3 months to the harvest. And I caused it to rain upon one city, and caused it not to rain upon another city. One piece was rained upon, and the piece whereupon it rained not withered. So 2 or 3 cities wandered unto one city to drink water. You know, because it's been water shortages here. But they were not satisfied. Yet, still, that's what that means. Have you not returned unto me, said Yahweh. Because guess what? He is the rainmaker. I have smitten you with blasting and mildew. When your gardens and your vineyards and your fig trees and your olive trees increased, the palmer worm devoured them. That was Yah. Yet have you not returned unto me, said Yahweh. I have sent among you the pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Let me read that again. I have sent among you the pestilence. Did you know what that bird means? That bird means I have sent among you diseases. Matter of fact, pandemic. Plague. That's what it means. After the manner of Egypt, your young men have I slain with the sword. Ain't that all we talk about? Is our young brothers dying and have taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps, that means the communities that we live in, to come up to your nostrils, yet you have not returned unto me, said Yahweh. In other words, he's giving us something to think about. He is trying to get our attention to come back to him. Let me show you, brothers and sisters, so you can understand. Let me just explain this about right now, just about the Sabbath day. Because when I heard that today was called Blackout Day, I said to myself, don't my people know? We have blackout every SATURDAY. Nobody gets no money from me. But Yahweh, if I pay tithe, when I pay tithes and all, that's it.
Calm down. I'm just here.
Nobody gets no money from me. I don't spend a dime. And nobody that keep the laws along with me and that know Yahweh, they know they can't buy or sell on the Sabbath.
You regret not doing the movie?
In other words, because it's an everlasting covenant. They know they were supposed to worship Yahweh every Sabbath unless they were unclean or sick or something like
This is the
that.
beginning of the
Because it's an everlasting covenant. Let me show you what I mean. Go to the book of Leviticus first.
harder to resist.
Okay? Let's go to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and let me show you that it's everywhere. And this is an everlasting covenant. I showed that to you in Exodus 31, but in Leviticus 23, look what it says in the first verse. It says, Yahweh spoke unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of Yahweh, not the holidays of your slave master, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations. That means holy calling out of the people. Even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. And holy convocation. Holy convocation means a calling out, a public meeting. Every black person in the world that is a descendant of slave that is the children of Israel that was scattered to the four corners of the earth. Every Saturday is a day of assembly for you, black man. It's everlasting. Not only did he tell us that in Exodus 31, he even wrote it with his fingers in the Ten Commandments. Remember the Ten Commandments? Remember one of them that says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh your Elohim, meaning your God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, maidservant, cattle, nor the stranger that is within your gate. For in 6 days Yahweh made the heaven, earth, the sea, and all that in them is. And he rested. He ceased. It didn't mean he went to sleep. It said he ceased work on the seventh day. Therefore, Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Hallelujah. That's written. That was written with the finger of the Most High. Now, I want you to think about what I'm saying. On 2 tables of stone. And then Moses broke the first tablet. And y'all made some more. Okay? And no tablet that still exists are going to be a witness against you. That major commandment where he tell you, thou shalt have no other Elohim, no other gods before me. What you think Judgment Day is about? And none of your preachers, none of your so-called reverends and bishops and pastors and evangelists, they're not warning you of no Judgment Day. They're not going to warn you of that. But guess what? Sabbath day is everlasting. I've been keeping the Sabbath for over 30 years. When I found out the truth, I changed. And my brothers and sisters, my wife, my father, who he paid, my sister, my family, some of my wife's family, brothers and sisters that's in this congregation and their families, and that's beyond in other states and countries that know the truth. We found out that we're to keep that day holy. We're to keep the commandments because it's everlasting. He said, furthermore, in the 3rd verse, 6 days shall work be done. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Then he said, you shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of Yahweh in all your dwellings. That means wherever you live, we would always remember to keep this day and to keep every commandment and statute and judgment, whatever he commanded us to do. Let me show you what I mean. You can listen to these lying preachers if you want to, and then what makes it so bad about it, some of my beautiful brothers and sisters who was keeping the Sabbath, they're not even keeping it no more. And you got to answer for that. Let me show you what I mean when I say that we to worship Yahweh and keep his Sabbath holy forever. And it's in Deuteronomy chapter 12. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 32. It says, what things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. He said, what things soever I command you. What? Observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor what? Don't diminish from it. Because he meant that. Think about this for a minute. Taken away from any commandment, you have sinned. You have went against this. That's why he said, whether it's the Sabbath, whether it's any laws, he said, what things soever I command you, observe to do it. Those of you all that say you don't have to do this now, you're adding and you're taking away at the same time. Think about it. Furthermore, I want you to go to the book of Nehemiah. Let's go to Nehemiah chapter 13. Nehemiah chapter 13. Let's go to Nehemiah 13. Let's see. Let's see what the Creator is going to say about the Sabbath day. I remember, I'll never forget. In Nehemiah, this chapter right here, I declare, I thought that the Sabbath began in the evening years before I found out that the Sabbath begins in the morning. In this chapter, condemns anyone who tries to say the Sabbath begins in the evening. But at the same time, it also educates you of the things we're not to do on the Sabbath. The very thing that our people call themselves keeping the day, blackout day, don't buy, but you buy black. Where you couldn't buy black, white, Chinese, Asian, African, you couldn't buy nothing on the Sabbath of Yahweh. Nehemiah 13. Let me show you what it says in the 15th verse. It says, in those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and laden asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. Okay? Listen to this. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. But guess what? The Sabbath day, we don't buy, we don't sell, we don't do no work. Every 7 days. And what makes it so good about it, it was a covenant given to us. And if anybody else want to be righteous, they would keep the day. Matter of fact, why you think on all the calendar, the S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y, that day in almost every native language means day of rest. It happened when Yah scattered the people. Just read Genesis 11. When the people tried to make a tower to reach to heaven, Yah didn't want that. And Yah didn't want the people to just get together. Yah ain't for everybody just being together. Except you come together for Him. Let me repeat. Yahweh is completely against all nations getting together. Just read Genesis 11, you will see. Because if you ain't getting together for Him, which the whole world will be in the last days, then guess what? He will scatter you. And you ain't gathering for Him. See?
Man, this man messing my class up. Yo. T-Ball.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I'm listening to class. Go ahead.
Hell yeah, why you just join the party?
Go ahead.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah.
That people were coming to us as Israelites, our ancestors.
You get two brothers at
And they,
time.
15th verse. Some
That's my ass. Alright, let's get it.
on the Sabbath, bringing in sheaves, laden in ashes, as also wine, grapes, figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And listen to this. And I testified against them. This is the prophet Nehemiah, in the day wherein they sold victory. So he got on to those trying to make us sin against our God.
That was a good little jump right there.
Why do you think this heathen put sales on the SATURDY? It is to entice you to go against the law of God, because you don't know who you are. You understand? Why do you think if you wanted to be off on the weekends of most of these jobs, why do you think they tell you, oh no, that would not be fair? He can't give you that day off. Everybody has to do something on that day. No, not those that fear Yah and keep His covenant forever. He will not do anything that day.
I hate this goddamn bench press.
When do most of your leaders plan their meetings? They plan their meetings of strategy on Yahweh's day, when you should be worshiping, bowing to, honoring, praising, resting, and ceasing from everything you want to do and do for Him. So, and you want to know why none of our gatherings are truly successful? You want to know why you can come together for a 1,000,000-man march, a 1,000,000-woman march, a million whoever, it ain't going to matter. And as you can see, people don't even think about that now. Why? Because it didn't matter. You just came together. But you didn't come together for what's right. You didn't come together for the laws of Yahweh. See? And he said, in 16th verse, there dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. In other words, because our people was hard-headed just like they are today. They let folks come in and sell to them. They buy from them. That's against the law. Then I contended with the nobles, that means the leaders of Judah, and said unto them, this is Nehemiah the prophet, what evil thing is this that you do, and profane the Sabbath day? See, y'all said, whosoever defiles
Oh, shit.
do what you want to do, sell, buy, work, you will surely be put to death. Even if you gotta understand, brothers and sisters, we all got an answer to Yahweh. Read Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13 and 14. It'll tell you. It'll say, hear the conclusion of the whole.
God damn it.
Hear and heed. Reverence Him and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. That's the reason why we were born. What you think we were born for? You think we were born just to be a doctor, a lawyer, a lying preacher, a billionaire, a nurse? We were all created to serve our Creator. See, we're just creatures. He's the Creator. And He said, listen to this, did not your fathers thus And did
What?
not our Elohim bring all this evil
That's
upon
crazy.
us? And I have to show you that. Maybe on the Sabbath. Maybe I just need to continue this on the Sabbath. He said, did not Elohim bring all this evil upon us? Because your fathers did the same thing. And upon this city, yet you bring more wrath upon Israel.
That's
by
crazy.
the Sabbath. And it came to pass.
T-Bone, this shit
The
crazy.
gates of Jerusalem began to be dark
Get the fuck out of here.
before the Sabbath.
How much fucking weight is on here?
Commanded that the gates should be shut and charged that they should not be open till after the Sabbath. And
This
some
shit
of my
crazy.
servants
I don't
said,
give a fuck, I'm lying.
that there should no burden be brought in.
This nigga standing back there like he gonna spot me, but ain't doing a goddamn thing in his white tee.
Now the scriptures say wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, but with all your getting, get understanding. Look what it says. It says it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath.
You get two predator channels, man.
Which means evening. That's what it translates to. And it says before the Sabbath. Because evening is before the Sabbath, because the Sabbath don't begin in the evening. That's what that's telling you. Now that's another teaching for another time. But the truth is here. For those of you all that think the Sabbath began in the evening, get a hold of this. When it began to be dark, look at that whole word. That's one word translated from Hebrew, Adel, which means evening, and it don't even say it was the Sabbath. It says before the Sabbath. He said he had the gate shut, and he wanted them shut so they couldn't get in till after the Sabbath, which was going to be when it got the sun went down the next day. So the merchants and sellers, because we don't buy and sell on the Sabbath. So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged outside or without Jerusalem once or twice.
12.
Now listen to this.
Fuck
This is what I want you to. Then I testified against them and said, why lodge ye about the wall? Now these were foreigners. Because it says in the 16th verse, there dwell men of Tyre, also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and Jerusalem. And we still disobeying this to this day. But we want to come up with a day that we say we
This nigga gonna trip off his damn shoestrings, man.
and bow down to a day you was already given. And we're going to be held accountable for that day. And I just, that's why I think it was just ironic that that this Sabbath of Yahweh, they are right on the 4th of July. The true Sabbath of Yahweh, where you could have honored him. But what do you do? You honored your slave master. You honored his independence. And you think Yahweh is happy? And you think the more killings, the more things that's going to happen to us, it's only going to keep happening only because we're not acknowledging him. We're not keeping his Sabbath. We're not even acknowledging a built-in boycott for his holy day. In other words, if we were to start as black people keeping Yahweh's Sabbath that he gave us as an everlasting covenant, guess what? Old glory will hang at half-mast when our people all over the world will finally begin to keep his Sabbath day holy, not buying or selling, as you can see it's a sin. And a strong brother like Nehemiah. This is what Nehemiah did. And I don't blame him. Nehemiah said in the 21st verse, then I testified against them. Against who? Read verse 20. Again. So the merchants and sellers of all kinds of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. What that means? That means they lodged. They set up a camp outside the gates of Jerusalem, laying down like like you do for the day before the big Christmas sale or the day before Thanksgiving. That's not even Yahweh's holy day. But you know about that. See, we're familiar with people sleeping on the street, sleeping in front of the door before the doors open for the big Christmas sale. You get it? Well, that's what they did for Yahweh's Sabbath. They stayed outside the gate. They took camp. They lodged outside the thing. For who? They weren't making our ancestors buy from them. Our ancestors
T-Bo, you funny as hell.
enough to buy from them and just forget about y'all Sabbath. That's what you read. But well, they didn't put a gun to our ancestors' head. Our people just was doing wickedly, just as we're doing today. And then we want to call on Yah. Then we want his help for equal rights and justice and discrimination and exploitation and subjugation. We gonna pray, we gonna call on him, but we ain't doing nothing for you. You know, remember Janet Jackson's song? What if, I know that's what y'all can say all day, night long. What have you done for me? What has we as a black people done collectively for our God? So this is what Nehemiah said. Again, he testified against those that was sleeping outside the gates, ready to sell. He said, then I testified against them.
Damn, Zion. Was that Zion? Damn, Zion.
About the wall.
I thought you were going to...
If you do it, so again,
I thought you were going to poke on that, nigga.
hands on you.
Ain't nobody come to goddamn Pelican. Can't be doing that when I come out there.
No more.
Box could have hit that boy.
And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves.
Zion.
And
Put that up,
they
man.
should come and keep the gates. That means protect them gates to sanctify, set apart. Not the blackout day, but the Sabbath day.
Put it up.
The mighty
Oh,
Yahweh.
good shit. We'll take that.
Remember me, O Elohim, concerning this, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy. Hallelujah. And I say the same thing, Lord. Please remember me. Because I want all of them to return back to Yahweh and keep his commandments and keep his Sabbath. And you know that it was an everlasting covenant to you, black man and woman.
Man, I hope your shit get done quick.
Keep the Sabbath, worship Yahweh, honor him, praise him, hear the truth about who you are on that day, because that's what we do. We can talk about anything exalting the Most High, because that's what he wants us to do, is acknowledge him.
Oh, damn.
All our way. Hallelujah. Maybe I'll just have to continue it on the Sabbath, because I do have some things concerning it. I have so many other things I wanted to show you, but I guess time has run out. And I praise the mighty Yahweh. Any questions? Oh, it is? Okay.
Come on.
Burning sage. If they burn sage and they burn a herb for health reasons, that's fine. That's fine. You know, they burning it.
Damn, Zion. Good shot.
If they saying they burning sage to ward off devils and ward off spirits, that ain't what sage was made. That's not what sage or any other herb of Yah was made for, to ward off some kind of spirits, because all we had to do was call on God. That's all we have to do. We don't need no burning of no
I should got that rebound.
to call off those that Yahweh himself can contain.
Damn it.
Oh no. So thank you for the question. Praise God. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't burn like frankincense or nothing like that. As a matter of fact, we don't burn nothing like that in order to ward off spirits. But it's fine to burn.
Whew. Kobe. Kobe T-Bone. Wait till I get Kobe jumping for that.
Aromatherapy. That's fine. Or to cook it and eat it. That's fine. But praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Get up. God damn.
What are the names? Yeah, the names of the question was asked. The question says someone had asked about the names on the slave registry. If you go www.houseofyisrael.org,
Oh my God.
houseofyisrael.atl.org, you'll see the names of some of our ancestors, and all of them going to have YAH, just about every last one of them, or EL, in the prefix or suffix of their first name.
Yeah, baby.
And quite naturally, their last names are not on it because all our surnames were Israel. And that's,
Yeah, baby out here, Bone.
that's deep. That's why when God said in 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14, if my people which is called by my name shall humble themselves, he meant that literally. Like Jeremiah.
Good rebound. Man, what the fuck are you doing?
One of the names that was on that registry was like Yadon or Daya. In other words, we are
Come on, do that nigga.
were called by his name.
Oh yeah, good shit, Zion. That boy Zion. Zion and Israel.
Everything.
Praise the mighty Yahweh. Shit.
Praise Yah. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can
Knock these down,
follow
Zion.
us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Also for tonight. For this evening.
Come on, Zion. You gotta knock them hold down, boy.
Around that time.
You gotta knock them hold down, boy. And all for real.
Appreciate it. And around that time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or a little bit thereafter, we're live.
Come on, we taking those. We taking those.
Facebook and Instagram.
Good lay.
As every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can go on www.blogtalkradio.com, or you could call
I wish I could play on this camera view on the program.
527-6185.
Let's get it.
And
No.
listen in. And I praise the mighty Yahweh, and on behalf of the entire House of Israel of Atlanta, my beloved brother Yekesquiel, my beloved brother Elder Mordecai, my beloved sister Ariella, and her daughter, beautiful daughter, Shemaiah. Yahweh loves you.
Don't cut my bra off short like that, man. I don't like when they do that. Don't cut my bra off short now. Give me that bound. That boy Zai. That boy Zai. We taking off on these boys now.
Tell me one thing and you do another, so now I got to pull back and I got to tell myself I'm not a slave. I don't have to listen to your laws. I don't have to subject to your conditions. I'm smart enough now, and I'm organized enough, and I'm financed enough, and I'm armed enough to know that you either gonna respect us or it's gonna be a problem. And a lot of y'all are afraid of what I'm saying because there's this man trying to take us to war. Every goddamn body's been taken to war. Welcome to the club. You ain't special. Well, who are you that you can talk to us like that? Who the hell are you that I can't? That's our problem. Y'all think y'all are above human history. This ain't nothing new. So what if we got cell phones and TVs? That doesn't make, we didn't advance. They come out with a new iPhone every month. When was the last time they came out with a new person? Thank you. So therefore, business as usual.
I'm feeding Zion.
Y'all give me about 100 Brooks Brothers suits and a pair of clippers and send my ass into the jungle and let me live with the gorillas. Let me shave everybody up nice and whatnot, stick them in a damn suit and teach them how to speak and send their ass amongst you. They still gonna be an animal at some point because our DNA controls what we do. I'm not teaching to you tonight. We deep in facts over feelings tonight. And I want y'all to understand as we come to the close of the first half an hour. We still got another half hour to go. So please, drink some water, alkaline water preferably. Get your mind right because I got some more stuff to put in there. You know you stopped by to hear the truth because everybody else lying to you. Everybody else told you it was a mystery. It ain't no mystery. I breaks it down to the basics for you because you're trying to figure out what are we going to do to get out of our situation. Listen, we're not getting out of our situation if all you doing is sitting around debating about it. We're not getting out of our situation if all you doing is sitting around saying, well, I'm this and I'm this and I'm this. No, you black. Y'all stop all this dividing who yourselves up. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a Moor. No, we black. Now what are we going to do about it? That's the whole idea. Now all y'all sitting around all this lip service and talking, people got tired of that. We ready to move. And now that we moving, some of the same people that'll sit there talking about we bout it, ain't saying shit. Now, I don't know about y'all, but the rest of us, we ain't on that no more. You can kiss my ass on that, not me, and that's tonight. Hold on a second. So, I want y'all to roll with me for a couple of seconds, not long, because I want to bring some things to your attention. If you stop and think about it, we always talk about we want our own. And most people say, well, we want our own nation. No, we're not about to invade nobody. We're going to see if y'all going to be nice enough to give us some, but we know you won't. You won't even honor the treaty, so why we expect it? But first we have to be able to establish our identity. See, a lot of people say, well, we're the tribes of Israel. Right, but the term Israel they hijacked and stole and attached it to some little ass spot over in North Africa, and they call that Israel. So people won't think of you as being the true tribe that you are. You see, in order for you to actually do that, we have to proclaim national identity. Let me break that down. National identity is a person's identity or a sense of belonging to one state or to one's nation. In this respect, it'll be our nation. It is the sense of a nation as a cohesive whole as represented by distinctive traditions, culture, and language. Traditions, culture, and language. Traditions, culture, and language. We have our own traditions. So why y'all always adopting somebody else? We have our own culture, but y'all give it away to everybody else. We have our own language, but y'all let everybody co-opt it. So how are you going to have a national identity if you don't start retaining some things for yourself? National identity may refer to the subjective feeling one shares with a group of people about a nation regardless of your legal citizenship status. Don't you know you can be a citizen of the United States but have national identity with a whole another nation within the nation? We can become the United Black Nation of the Americas and still be citizens of these places that they have us under these fiat pieces of paper. We can do that today. We can do that tomorrow. All we got to do is get enough of us together, do the paperwork, declare it in the world court. Look, we know we citizens of the United States, but today we are declaring ourselves the United Black Nation of America, nation within a nation. We have a tradition, we have a culture, and we have a language. Now, you know white folks gonna come back and say, well, do you have a flag? Because if you ain't got a flag, it don't mean nothing. We already know that. Somebody break out the flag. We got 2, 3 flags. Take your pick. We waving flags. Don't mean shit to us. We'll play that. National identity is a psychological term. Remember I told you we're in a battle of the mind. That's why they want to push stuff on you like, no, it's cool if you drink lean. It's cool if you pollute your mind. It's cool if you alter your consciousness.
Ooh, T-Bone.
If your conscience is clear, if your body is detox, if your pH levels are correct, if you have your pineal gland wide,
Just slap
if
it
you
down
can
in there.
sense the frequencies of God, if you have that spiritual rope and that connection to Yah, then you begin to perceive things on such a level that you become harmonious with your brothers and sisters, and together we rise. That's why they don't want you. They want you to keep on putting stuff in your body that's detrimental to that shuts down the pineal, that disconnects you from Yah, that disrupts your hormone frequency. That's why they do all these psyops on you. That's why they keep attacking your mind. Anybody learn anything? Just wave your hands one time. I know it's kind of rough in here tonight. Y'all ain't come to hear this, but you never do. It's facts over feelings. And tonight we're just digging into our national identity. Tonight we're digging into why we are doing the thing. Let me tell you something. When you're young, they tell you that you're born in sin and shaped in iniquity. They always tell you that one, but they never tell you where they get that from. They always want you to believe that, we just born to do wrong. That's what we do. That's not exactly true. You have to really go back and do a little deeper ethnological study to find out, well, where does that come from? Well, let me say this to you. There is a certain group of people that have set themselves up to be what they call the ruling class. They call themselves the elite, as if they were born different. Last time I checked, there are no superior human being models. There's just different levels of what we have inside of us. And when you start thinking about it, that's wrong. It's wrong because Yah said that he would condemn the ruling class and the blessedness of the righteous ones. The righteous ones who's sitting up in here with me tonight. The righteous ones are the ones that can give Yah praise right now. All praise to the Most High. The righteous ones are the ones who know that there's something wrong with this picture, and they're trying their best to figure it all out. The righteous ones, as it says in chapter 62, verse 1, it says, thus Yahweh commanded the kings, the governors, the high officials, and the landlords, and he said, open your eyes and lift up your eyebrows if you're able to recognize the elect one. Now, most people have no idea who the hell the elect one is, because you've been brainwashed to think that, no, none of that means anything anymore. Throw all that out. We got a New Testament here. That's new. Something wrong. They call it the New. The New Testament, not part 2, not the second half of the book. We got the New Testament here, and Jesus is who threw the whole system out, twist the whole thing around. You understand what I'm saying? But if we really want to dig into who the elect one is, then you have to understand who the righteous one is. And if you understand that, then you realize what's happening all around us. Everything we're going through, even what you're seeing right now, the tribe on the move, the troops on the ground, the people being afraid, you realize. Now I see why they didn't tell me this, because you're on the winning side. They always tell you, well, we win in the end. No, we don't win in the end. We win in the end. That's the problem. And when you know you're on the losing team, you just start acting up. You know when they're running the score up? By acting up. He goes on to say, thus Yahweh commanded the kings, the governors, the high officials, and the landlords. And he said, open your eyes and lift up your eyebrows if you are able to recognize the elect one. And a lot of y'all still ain't figured out who the elect one is and what it means. And then Yahweh of hosts had sat down on the throne of his splendor. And the spirit of the righteous has been poured upon him. That means that every one of you all that are the righteous, that are the elect, that are the children, your spirits are pouring back to Yah, and Yah hears you. So he's like, I hear you. And he called in, he called in his 4 horsemen. He called in Michael, Gabriel, Raphael. Y'all, because he cool with it. Cool with it. Don't act like we got some uptight asshole for him. No, y'all is not cool, bruh. Laid back, like y'all come here, let me check it. Hit my people. Yeah, we know we hear them too. No. This is what I want you to do. Go back and tell them I said this. You tell them that I said on the day of judgment, all the kings, the governors, the high officials, and the landlords shall see and recognize him, how he sits on the throne of his splendor, and righteousness is judged before him, and there's no nonsensical talk shall be uttered in his presence. Did you catch what he said? No nonsense will be uttered in his presence. So when y'all come with this, I want to debate you on this, or y'all come with, well, I know what it says, but this is what I believe. You're uttering nonsense, and it won't be spoken in his presence. That's one of the reasons right here at Facts Over Feelings, when you start to utter nonsense, everybody else, all the other children that are in here, all of the other elect that are in here, they quick to run you up out of here because they know that they too know that he's telling them that don't even sound right to my ears, because my ears, I hear my father. I don't hear nobody else. That's why it don't feel right what you're saying to me. That's why I got questions you won't answer.
That's so do you. Well, how fast was 70 minutes go?
You're telling me a bunch of BS. I'm looking at you like,
Right now, it's going at like almost 15 megabytes a second. So that's not bad. I guess okay, I'm gonna try 20 more minutes. So, are you tired? What time you plan on getting up?
No, I'm good. It's 9:30, bro. I'll probably go to bed later on.
Alright, I'll be back at 20.
Alright.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another way is a leadership.
shit don't make no damn sense. Then they got you thinking you messed up. Trying to go, oh, you going to hell. That's not what he said. He never said that. See, whoever told you that wants to control you. They want to make you think that, oh, it's over for you if you don't do it. What we say, no. So y'all are right to throw off religion. That's a man-made construct. Throw that off. That was meant so that someone could rule over you. It says that on that day, I'm somewhere around verse 9, it says on that day, all the kings, the governors, and the higher officials, and those who rule the earth shall fall down before him on their faces and worship and raise hope as the Son of Man. And they shall beg and plead for mercy as he speaks, but the elect one will intercede. You got two entities. Why am I telling you this? I keep trying to make y'all understand that where we are is not by accident. And don't think that when the miracles and all of the things start to unfold, don't be standing there like a deer in the headlights. 400 years. It's a long time. But it was written that that's got to end. Now it's time for y'all to respond. It's your move on the chessboard. And a lot of y'all staring at the board. Why are you staring at the board? Because you don't know who your friends or your enemies are anymore. People that you think are your friends turn out to be your enemies. The people who turn out to be your enemies turn out to be your friends sometimes. Haven't y'all noticed that? Some of us are in a place where we don't know who to trust no damn more. We got people that act like they are friends, and then one day and then the next day, we don't know. But I know one thing, and that's this. Black folks in America, I'm going to start with America. Stop tripping. They want you to believe that the Hispanics, the Native Americans, the Asians, and everybody else, that you somewhere in the middle and you ain't at the top. I have to break the news down to you. You are still number 2. They're not going to tell you that. You still number 2. Look, in Alabama is only 66% white, but they 26% black. You know what I'm saying? Arkansas, 72% white. They still 15% black. But when you get into some of these places, it becomes crazy because you got the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., and the DMV. They 37% white, 45% black. All other demographics fall behind us. We still number 2 in the crew. So, of course, they don't want you to know that. Make sure you take the census. Fuck the census. We got our own count. We need to take our own head count. We need to have a black head count so we can see exactly how many of us it really is. The reason being is because if you understand what the demographics are where you are, and then compare that to the laws and structures.
Bro, I'm not even hitting the shoe
button.
button.
Out that they have built a box around you so you can't have the things like, let's say you go to a place like Idaho. Idaho is 82% white, 1% black, 1% is 13% Hispanic, is 1% Native American, is 2% Asian. The black man don't exist there. So why are you there talking about we need to start a movement? No, motherfucker, you need to move. You need to start a movement. You need to pack your shit up and move. That's the law. Let them have that one. Okay? You got to come somewhere where we at least got to fight. Now, Georgia, y'all wonder why all this shit popping off in Georgia? I'll tell you why shit keep popping off in Georgia. Because Georgia is only 52% white. It's 31% black, 10% Latino, 1% of Native American, and 1% Asian. So really, we the opposing team. We almost even. They trying to get y'all numbers down because they know that y'all can. Don't believe that the Mexicans outnumber you. Stop falling for the bullshit. That's why they don't want y'all to get organized. Because if you do, situations and complications in the creation of the united black nation. And I'm going to say it again to all the white folks who don't but half-ass listen. If you're not going to give, not us take it, give us our own area to develop ourselves, then don't stand in our way when we leave Exodus from Babylon. That's all it really boils down to. I would think y'all would be happy. Hell, I know I am. This is the first half of Facts Over Feelings for your, what's today, Tuesday? I think I slept all day Monday, I'm not sure. Because I'm just ecstatic that we got a chance to make history. And I'm going to tell you before I go, because I'm about to log off for the first hour. You know what I find interesting? I know white people are shook up about what happened. But we made history. And black people are the ones trying to tear it down. Black people are the ones. I'm beginning to think that y'all keep talking about who's an agent. You better go and look at some of these motherfuckers that ain't said nothing. I'm keeping it 100. They ain't said nothing. They just ain't working. Y'all saw the bullshit that they put up today. Y'all went and dug up some shit and half-ass told a story, but then ignored the fact, left out the fact that I ran for the presidency, and then on 9/11, all president candidates had to go to 9/11. Y'all remember when Hillary fell out? I was standing next to Hillary Clinton when she fell out, and they had to throw her ass in the van and her shoe came off. I was a presidential candidate. Everybody else out there was my goddamn opponent, including Trump. Trump hadn't won yet. Then none of us know he was going to do the shit he did when he got in the White House. So don't be throwing up no fucking picture like I'm one of the motherfuckers that kissed his ass. I was chasing his ass down so I could debate him on racism. And then he wanted to take a fucking picture. But hating ass nigga. Hating ass nigga. That came from black folks. Oh, that came from black folks, but let your haters be your elevators. Thank you, sir, because all you did was gave me another reason to let everybody know that I ran for the presidency and they were blinded to it. Thank you for all the newcomers that came here that didn't see that we just did this. Thank you for trying to throw that up like people like tell us something we don't know. And what the hell does that have to do? You know, I'm not gonna do it either. There's a certain individual who's big in the black movement that wouldn't even say our name. He couldn't bring himself to say NFAC. Oh, we had a gang of black folks showed up. No, brother, say it. It wasn't a gang of black folks. It was the NFAC that showed up. It wasn't no random group of motherfuckers that just came together with guns and uniforms and marching in a fucking formation, just got together. Y'all don't even want to give credit because you're mad that it wasn't you. Well, he didn't choose you. And that's one of the things we got to deal with as the people. Stop hating on somebody else when they're being used by y'all to do something for the tribes when your ass won't do nothing. You wasn't there. You didn't even show up. So don't be sitting up there trying to condemn somebody, but the reason you won't say anything because the minute you do, it takes all the power from the fake shit you've been doing. I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. Y'all got me heated up in here. You know I'm about to come back and put the figure 4 in the body slam on you spiritually. When we come back, I am going to open the golden mystic books of Egypt. We're going to talk about, last week it was the book of morals and precepts. This week it's not. I have the ancient books right here before me. We're going to talk about two things that need to be talked about in order for us to fix our community. That's the upbringing of children, friends and enemies, and our tendency toward evil as written by our ancient ancestors, not written by the white man. I'm Grandmaster Jay, right here on Facts Over Feeling. I'll see you all in a few minutes. You know we have to take a break right now and capture what we have before they erase it. We don't want y'all to miss anything else. I hope y'all come back and join me. I really do. I love hanging out with y'all. I love opening some people's eyes, and I love making some people understand that, as I said before, you've been lied to. You've been fooled, and it's time for us all to wake up, smell the coffee, and do what we need to do. In the meantime, I'll be back. Y'all know that I'll be back. Hold on, bro. I ain't asked you for nothing. Shut up. Answer me. Well, I'll be back, and I want y'all to also, when you come back, remember we still got some information to put out. For all of y'all who were wondering, I have done the ABC interview. I did do the interview earlier today. You all who are not students of history who called me and said, don't you do the interview. You've never watched Malcolm X when he took on television. He used them to his advantage, and he made them look real stupid. Would make you think that I wouldn't do the same thing. ABC News now has an exclusive interview, and there are a few other outlets that are reaching out, but you know I represent for my people, and nothing that I say is unclassified. Facts Over Feeling, yours truly, Grandmaster Jay. I'll be back in a little bit.
That was stupid.
I've heard people say too much of anything.
Can't get enough of your love, baby. Bro, every time I hit the post up button, it make me shoot. Bro, what is up with my shot, bro? You see what my meter looking like?
No.
Bro, every time I hit L2 to post up, it make me shoot.
I was gonna tell you that's because wait, post up just to even just post up.
Just to post up. Like, I'm just, like, every time you see me post up, like, I don't hit the shoot button, bro. But they make me shoot. And, like, when I...
Let me see. Post up now.
You see what he just did? Look what he just did. He did a fadeaway, bro. And all I did was hit L2. I think my right stick is messed up or something, bro. Cause then when I shoot a... And then, like, when I take a regular jump shot, my meter be messed up like it's already shooting. Hold on, bro. I'm about to turn in. Yeah, this is my new controller. Hold on.